Hi, my name is Benedict Dungo. I'm going to do laboratory exercise number 5, design of a website using Cisco Packet Tracer. The objective for this exercise is to design a Cisco-based web programming system, determine the difference between static and dynamic routing, create their own website and links, determine the function of the server in the networks, identify how server respond at the client's request. Procedure number 1, open the Cisco Packet Tracer, drag 3 PC, 2 switches, 2 servers to the platform area. Okay, we're gonna drag 3 PCs, 1, 2, and 3, and we're gonna get 2 switches, 1 and 2, then we're gonna get 2 server, 1 and 2. Okay. Change the label of PC0 and PC1 as dynamic and PC2 as static. Okay, let's do that. Let's change the label of PC0, PC1, PC2. Display. PC0. Type dynamic. And as you can see, change dynamic. PC1, let's change it to dynamic space 1. There we go. So okay, and PC2 to static. And so you see, close. So everything has been changed: dynamic and dynamic 1 and static. Instruction number 3, in PC2, since it is named static, configure IP address example 172.16.0.90 -16. PC0 and PC1 are labeled as dynamic. It means that there will be no manual IP configuration for the 2 PCs because it's a dynamic routing. Okay, so we go to PC2. Okay, let's configure. Oops. It says that we configure IP address. Okay, where's it? Go to IP address. IP address, it says we configure it to 172.16.0.90. Okay. As you can see, it says 225.225.00 as a subnet mask. Okay. Now, make sure the packet tracer is in real time mode. We'll check. Yes, it is in real time mode, as you can see here. The next instruction is configure the DHCMP server. First, okay, close this. Ready? Then connect them. Server. Okay. Next instruction is procedure number 5. Configure the DHCMP server. Add a server and name it as DHCP server. And let's do that. Let's configure it. DHCP server. There you go. And the next instruction is change its global setting by setting it as gateway 172.16.0.1. Okay, let's change its global setting to gateway 172.16.0.1. And next is configure its fast Ethernet by setting IP address 172.16.0.10. Change its subnet mask to 255.255.0.0. Okay. Go to Ethernet. Change the IP address to 172.16.0.10, and the subnet mask is 255.255.0.0, as you can see. Then our next procedure is set the HTTP service and HTTPS service to off. Okay. Go to service, we click HTTP. As you can see, we turn it off. HTTP and HTTPS off. The next one is set the DHCP server default gateway to 172.16.0.1 and the DNS server to 172.16.0.11 and set the IP address to 172.16.0.100. Okay. Let's do that. Go to okay, says here we change the default gateway to 172.16.0.1, and the DNS server to 172.16.0.11, and the IP address, change this to 100, and okay, and we save. As you can see, we saved it already. The next instruction is set the DNS service and the emails SMTP and the P03 service to off. Okay, we go to email SMTP service off, POP3 service off. Okay, and we close it, and we just finished configuring DHCMP server. Now we will configure the DNS server. Okay, we connect this one. This one. Okay, our first procedure is to add a server, name it as DNS server. Okay, like this, and we change the name to DNS server. Okay, next instruction is change its global setting, its gateway to 172.16.0.1. Okay, let's do that. Okay, global gateway setting to 172.16.0.1. And the next instruction is configure its fast internet by setting IP address 172.16.0.11 and change its subnet mask to 255.255.0.0. Okay, let's do that. We go to fast internet, IP address, let's click it to 172.16.0.11, and we just click below, and the subnet mask is 255.255.0.0 as shown in the instruction. Now procedure D, set the TTP service and HTTPS service to off, and set the DHCP server service to off. Okay, let's do those two instructions. Let's go the HTTP first. HTTP off, HTTPS off, and so, and now we go to DHCP. Okay, we click on and then we turn it off. As you can see, it's off. Now enter the domain name. Let's say, for example, www.icloud.com. amas.edu. Enter for its IP address to 172.16.0.20. Okay, 172.16.0.20 and www.amas.edu, a domain name. Okay, let's go. Server. DNS. Okay, we're here. So we'll put www.amas.edu, then click address 172.16.0.20 and we click add. As you can see, we added in there. And the next one is add another domain name. For example, www.internal.com, and its IP address is 172.16.0.30. Click add. Okay, we do that. So domain name www.internal.com. Okay, and 172.16.0.30 and we add. Okay, okay, now we're going to set the DNS service and the email SMTP and the PO3 service off. Okay. How to see DNS off, email to off, and PO3 off. Okay, and we just finished setting up the DNS server. Now procedure number 7 states that configure a web server. Add a server and name it as web server www.amas.edu. Let's do that. Let's get another server. So you can see, and let's connect it. Now let's configure it. Says that we'll configure this display name, name as web server. Okay, going to be a web server www.amas.edu. Okay, let's see, close that, and as you can see, we already set up the name. The next is set the gateway to 172.16.0.1. Let's do that. Gateway to 172.16.0.1, and that's that. And the next instruction, configure the fast internet by setting the IP address to 172.16.0.20 and change the net mask to 255.255.0.0. Okay, let's do that. Okay, we go to fast internet, IP address 172.16.0.20 and submask, as you can see, it's 255.255.0.0. Okay, next procedure, set the HTTP service and the HTTPS service to on. Change the sentence HR welcome to AMA online education system, then you can add your own statement. Okay, let's do that. Go to services and HTTP. It says we're gonna put it on. There you go. On, and then go to index, edit, and we're gonna change HR welcome to. We're gonna change this. Okay, let's change that to welcome to AMA online education system and period space, then where your dream of a higher learning awaits. There you go. Okay, we changed that already. Okay, then we go to set the DHCP server service to off. Okay, we go to DHCP and we turn it off. There you go. And we go to DNS, set the DNS to off, set the DNS service and the email SMTP and the PO3 service to off. Okay, go to DNS, we turn it off. As you can see, go to email SMTP service off and PO3 off. Okay, and that's it. We already set up the web. There you go. All right, we already set up the web server www.amas.edu. Now, is here proposed activity. Okay, follow the www.internal.com. Follow follow the instruction of the www.amas.edu and create a website regarding artificial intelligence. Okay. All right. Now let's get a news server. There you go. Let's move this here so everyone can see. Let's connect it. Now let's change the server configure. This is a web web server, www.internal.com, and we set the gateway to 172.16.0.1, and then let's put the fast internet, so it will be 172.16.0.30. Okay. Instruction is we already changed the password. We go to HTTP. Okay. Go to services. Go to HTTP on. Let's click this. Edit. We change this. So welcome to AI or artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. What lies in our future? Okay. All right. Then set the DHCP server off. Okay. It's off. Then we go to the email, we set this off and off. The DNS, it's off. Okay. All right, we just successfully finished the proposed activity for the www.internal.com. Now we'll be answering the questions. There are 3 questions. The first question is, what are HTTP, DNS, and DHCP? Okay, HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It's a protocol used in the World Wide Web. This protocol defines how messages are formatted and transferred, and what action should the web server and browser should take in response to different commands. DNS stands for Domain Name System. It maintains a directory of domain names. It converts alphabetical names into numeric IP address. And DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, is a protocol that enables a server to automatically assign an IP address to a computer. Okay, question number 2. What is the difference between the web design using HTML compared to Cisco Packet Tracer? Okay, the two have different functions. HTML, or Hypertext Markup Language, is a standard set of tags used to tell web browser how content of a web page and application are structured. And the Cisco Packet Tracer is used to create network topologies that imitate modern computer network. See, so their difference is on their function. Like HTML is for creating web pages and web application, and Cisco Packet Tracer is for creating simulated network topologies. Okay, last question is, what can you conclude for this activity? In conclusion, I have learned and understand how web programming system determine the difference between static and dynamic routing, created their own website links, and determine the functions of the server in a network. Finally, identify how the server responds at the client's request. These conclude my laboratory exercise 005. Thank you.